Hello. I'm Melinda, NailFanatic, coming to you live from Las Vegas. If you find it on the repeat, lucky you. Welcome for being here. And I titled the reading today Wash and Dry Cycle, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like it feels like you've been through the wash and dry cycle. Are any of you feeling that way? Do you feel like you recently had your whole life thrown in the washer, and as soon as it started to, calm down and you were so little wet, get thrown into the dryer for a hot ass spin to dry yourself out, and it's like, whoa, all this centric energy just is spinning out against your roll. Or at least it seemed like it, but it was contained the whole time. Just like a rhythm and a rhyme, everything came in at perfect time. Wash and dry cycle. What did we go into the wash cycle to wash? What were we washing in the wash cycle? Is this your reading? Are you tuned in, tapped in, turned on? What was the purpose, or no, there we go, thank you. What was being washed in the wash cycle? As we just went through a wash and dry cycle, what is being washed in the wash cycle? Okay, are you going to speak or forever hold your peace? Okay, they're saying the delay is something that would go away with the wash cycle because of the rebirth. The judgment is what needed to be washed. It's a first bath. First bath, really? First bath. I'm going to use the goddess deck and clarify, why is this judgment card here? Justice. It's time for justice to come in. Movement, which is traditionally the Chariot. And the Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. So the Judgment card is here because there was a need to change focus. Change your focus and realize that the old way is done. So very important decisions have been made, and it was a freeing. For cutting off keeps coming out with the Justice card. The cutting off of whatever was in your environment that impeded your growth, that stalled your movement, that was a break to your propulsion forward. And then with the Movement card, which is the Chariot, it says that there's success for certain in achieving a level of balance through a situation that allowed you to circumvent anything that felt blocked or withheld. For what purpose? For a fresh start, for a new life, for a new experience. There's energy and justice and movement of the signs of Libra and Cancer, creating a whole new start. For someone, there's a Libra and Cancer who work together to create a new business, a new situation. Let's see what's the dry cycle about. Thank you. It comes out right away. The Seven of Wands. So the dry cycle basically just set in permanence, set in a new order. It's like receiving new commands for why they're using military. I don't know, but the military, they follow commands till they get new commands or orders, they call them, I guess. New orders. So the dry cycle is about creating a firmament. They're using the word firmament to how you move and what you choose to do in harmony with these new, like whatever you had cut off from the past. So it's like you make an important decision and you decide that, from now on, this is what feels right. This is the right way for me to move. This is exactly what I should do. So you create change in your life and you cut something off, and now you can immediately see in your environment lighter energy, more progress, breakthrough. It's like the universe responds to you, and you took one step and the universe takes 3 steps when you take one step. And so now you're seeing the progress of it. So it's like cutting a person out of your life who you knew was causing you to lower, or you were allowing yourself to, yes, it was your fault, not theirs, to lower your vibration because of the situation. And as soon as you cut that situation off, whether it was with a person or a situation, you cut off the lower vibration situation that's been bugging you and it's been on your mind. You're like, I got to do something about this. This is just not working. And so as you cut it off, then you immediately feel freer. And what's more, things open up for you. More opportunities are coming in, new businesses coming in, new experiences are coming in, more money came in. What is it? Something came and got cut loose. And that's why the wash cycle was here. So whatever you let go of that caused you some worry, a little bit of worry possibly, in the recent times, it's saying that now this is to set into practice now. So, or into use, full use. Thank you. They're telling me to use the verbiage that I used earlier today, which was, you got the degree, now go use it. You got a degree in how to handle yourself in this situation you see already. You already know what to do. You got the skills, you got the tactics, you got the techniques, you got the knowledge you need, you got the energy you need. You have all the tools you need. Now go do it. Go use it. What's the point in being a psychologist if you're not going to go use your degree? What's the point of being a singer if you're not going to sing with your voice? What's the point of having understanding and knowing and then not utilizing it? And in this case, stronger than all other areas, this has a lot more to do with your ability to think and how you choose to think, your ability to direct your thought intentionally, and the way you communicate with other people to make a point and yet still hold a position of power over what character you're choosing to be, and not allow the external circumstance, person, or situation to choose how you're to act. So it's like when they expect you to act ignorant because they call you a name, and yet you hold yourself with class and walk with your head held high and don't fall for that BS. So the Seven of Wands is clarified with the 10 of Wands, the Judgment, and the World. And it says in the dry cycle, you got to keep doing what you know. Keep using everything that you've acquired. Your whole life has trained you on how to be now. You learned back. Okay, here we go. Back in the day, you learned, I don't like fighting because I got in a fist fight with somebody. And you know what? I kicked their ass, but I fucking hated what it felt like later. And I learned that if I didn't have to put my hands on nobody, I was better off, because even though I might win that fight, I would feel like crap later because I don't like injuring humans. Somebody else said, you know what? I did these drugs for a while, and I know that I don't want to do these drugs no more because I didn't like what I got from it. So I quit. I'm continuing forward in this cleaner state. And fill in the words and interchange it for whatever you need it to be. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's a repetitive situation in your career life that you keep hanging on to something that didn't work for you. And so finally you made the decision to move away from it. Now you're doing things in a healthier way. Okay. And because you're doing things in a healthier way for yourself, expecting good things to come in, you created an ending of an energy that was not beneficial to you. Gave yourself a chance for a rebirth, do over, fresh start. And you know what? Then the next clarifier was the world after the judgment, and it's saying, things are falling in order, and you have success here. The world is here. The world is your oyster, baby. You got this. So whether it's in how you're maintaining your character or your business or your relationship, you got this. You know what's up. You made your important decision. You're sticking with your decision. This is also a message that's saying, hey, the stuff that you're taking forward with you, you're going to take it forward with you for a while. So make sure you want to keep it around. If it's something that's overdue for you to cut off, then, you're on the tail end of this energy. It's time to get to following what your soul is calling you to, because you're responsible for your choices, whether the outcome is whatever the outcome is that you experience, it's yours. So let's see what's the evolution in the situation. Let's go ahead and do predictions. Okay, 3 days, 2 weeks, and 30 days. Okay, wow. Okay, here we go. 3 days, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Feeling really proud of the choice you made and where you sit. Feeling like you're the master of your world. Feeling like you have everything you need. Feeling like when you call for it, it comes real quick and easy, real fast in a hurry. Because the way you got your vibration going right now, you can see it being reflected almost immediately in front of you. If not immediately, you see things reflected immediately. And some of you are literally having magical little things happen where the gifts, and I use the word gifts because it feels very gifted, but it's like something you wanted just materializes. Whether it's somebody walks up to you and says, hey, I was told to give this to you, and you're like, who are you? Oh my God, I always wanted this. Or somebody giving you something, or opening in your car door and finding something sitting in the middle of your seat that you didn't even know was lost, and it's right there, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in forever. Or opening your purse and, hey, I don't remember having hundreds of dollars of bills just floating in here like this. This is cool. How did that money get there? Expecting. And I see in 3 days, and they're using the 3 days prediction because this is a creative energy that you're sitting in. So if you're brave enough to do the work, if you've been owning your shit, owning your responsibility for your feelings, if you've been willing to look at yourself as a source and say, how can I feel better? How can I do better? What is off? This feels like crap. And Melinda said, that crazy girl with them long ass nails on YouTube who be talking crazy all the time, said that when it feels like crap, that's because you're going to the crap. And when it feels like bliss, it's because you want to do more of this, because it's all a beacon. Your emotions are a directional, navigational tool. And it's about your thought. When you're talking about something and you start yelling at people, and I told her that I told you blah, 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 and you're yelling and you do all that stuff, does that feel like what you want? So then you cut that off. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're getting into lecture shit. Okay. Next was going to be 2 weeks prediction. We have the Death card. I need to pull a clarifier. We're going to go right off the top. The first clarifier for the Death card. Why is the Death card here? Something you've been waiting for comes through that creates a huge change in your life. Something you've worked for, it clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Something you worked hard for. You've been investing in something. It's going to come through. It's going to create a complete change in your life. You knew it was coming. You didn't know where, and you didn't know how. And also, I see that for someone, an external party or an environmental person in a situation is going to have a big shift in their consciousness, because the growth has been occurring, and the growth in their mind, in their perceptions, has been maturing to a level to where now it's blossoming. Okay. And so they're going to go through, and there's somebody in your environment in regards to the situation And I feel that you're going to be very proud of it. The way the cards are looking at one another as I see them, they're showing me that you're going to be very proud to watch this happen, because this is something you were waiting to happen. I do believe that there's another person involved who is also just as proud as you to watch this total transformation come through for this person. And it's like, because the thing is, we try to get people to change their behavior based off of fear or submission. And the thing is, those changes are not authentic to the person, because it's not what they want to do. How do you get somebody to change what they're doing? Or anybody, how does a person change what they're doing because they want to do things different? The change has to be set in their first in their mind. They have to be convinced that there is a more beneficial way where they're more benefited, where they're more aligned with. They have to know it. They have to know it, and then they have to feel it. Once they have that, there's a new belief. They can actually create change. Okay. And so you've been like, I know where you're at. I love you anyway, but you're going to watch this change happen. And once this person's belief flips, it's like a switch. And whatever it was that they had their grand epiphany about is no longer. Whatever problematic area that they were holding on to is no longer. It's just dead. Is no longer an influencing factor. The 30-day prediction we have is the 10 of Cups. There is bliss in this. I just see a happy family, a happy home. Because why? Because the transformation was embraced, because this is working out, because you knew that all you had to do was hold space and do the work yourself, and you would hold that energy in your environment for everyone to see. And it was about you anyways. But because it was about you, it had a side effect. It was like shining rays of energy beaming to anybody in your vicinity. And they grab it and they grasp it and they catch it and they run with it and they work with it. And it's real. And it has an effect in their life. Okay. Now, a surprise in this. They're saying a surprise. They're not telling me when, but there's a surprise in this. And it's the Emperor. Wow. Love. So with the Emperor being the surprise, for someone's, it's good guys. Okay. For someone's, it's good guys. But more than that, this is a expansive and dominant energy. It's like your energy goes out in front of you, and your whole world is going to show you that you're in charge of it. And it's like every time you pull up at the light, you don't even get a chance to slow down. The light turns green, the lane is open. There's like 20 cars in the 2 lanes next to you, but your lane is clear open. The Red Sea parts for me. I get front row parking. Oh, the chef wanted to give me a free sample of his new dessert. How grateful I am. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even know I had a settlement coming my way. Look at this. How did I even get involved in this class action lawsuit that just paid me? I had no idea I was owed that refund. I had no idea I owned something. Wow, you're telling me I own this? I didn't even know I owned that. Oh my God, my whole world just changed. There's a very awesome, excited, expansive energy in this. And whether that is just by the way your energy is projected in the world and you get to see it reflected back in every smile that you create around you, or it is in your finances where the blessings come in, and for somebody, it is going to be communication with your departed father or grandfather. Yes. Communication, telepathic communication. Yes. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, the bottom of the deck today is the 2 of Pentacles. And we know that talks about change and shift. It talks about finding balance. It talks about all of this. Okay. Now, they're saying to use my older Words of Clarity deck, my OG original gangsta Words of Clarity deck. Hey. This deck matches Blanca, my cutlass. We rode today. We had fun on the way to and from the studio. Okay. All right. Anger. Ooh, is the word for today. Who's mad? What you mad about? I feel like the anger is what is being addressed. And I feel like that energy is being transmuted into momentum. Momentum, I had to write on here because it kept coming out. They were showing me that anger is a Increase momentum. Wow, the bottom of the deck is surprise. The bottom of the deck is surprise. They're saying that things are going to pick up, really picking up pace, picking up pace, picking up pace, picking up pace. So, okay, when you're in school and you're learning the degree, you have pop quizzes, you have practices, you may have an internship or something like that. But when you go to work, it's time to go to work. That's what you're dealing with. Now the oven is here. Something is done. And the bottom of the deck is the magic referee. So what I'm seeing here that these cards are adding to embellish our reading today is that things are picking up the pace because you're staying where you are. And I want you to know that the devil is mad. Whatever devil you believe in, whether it's like that shadow energy, whatever you want to call it, whatever form of vocabulary terms you embrace. Satan, the devil, the low vibration, the shadow, whatever. It's throwing its final fit in your life. It's throwing its final tantrum. It's being squashed, and it's resistant. So when the little stuff comes up and comes out, you already know what to do. Stick to what you know, stick to all the lessons you've learned, and stay in your character. Remember, it's your choice how you choose to respond. Whether you respond with yelling and shenanigans, or whether you respond calm and peace, knowing that everything is always working out for you. Okay. I expect also that some people around you won't be happy about your newfound, grounded, stable, self-honoring position and stance. Your decisions may not be appreciated by everyone around you, especially those who you've had to remove from your immediate environment. And that's okay. Remember that Jesus didn't come to cause peace, but to cause a division. And remember that when you're able to be triggered, that's reflecting to you what work you need to do. So if you've triggered somebody by honoring your highest, lightest, and brightest good, and you're doing what you need to do, and you're doing what you're spiritually inspired to do, and your motivations have to be founded in, what's the name of this channel? Love, peace, and happiness. Tarot. Love, peace, and happiness as a foundation. You can't go wrong. If there's any type of manipulation or deception or malice towards the other, then you're going to reap what you sow, baby. But we don't talk about that type of stuff on here because that's not the way we orient it right now. We're doing what we want to do in honor of all those around us too. But just because we honor them, we can't expect that they're going to honor us. We know spiritual quantum physics up in this bitch. And they're still, some of them, learning 1 + 1 = 2. They definitely can't understand how 1 + 1 = 3. Okay? So, this has been our message today. Wash and dry cycle with predictions. I'll be back with more readings. But I'm done for today. What was I supposed to tell them about? You wanted me to tell them a story. What was it? I was supposed to tell you about. I know. Okay. I was supposed to tell you that I didn't want to go out last night after I decided I was going out. I changed my mind, didn't want to go out. And they just kept saying, just go. It'll be good for you. You'll be happy. Something magical will happen. And by the way, put the cards, your business cards, in your pocket. It'll be good for business. I'm like, okay. I gave my card to one person last night when I went out for a while. And that person came in. And that's part of why I'm done today. I'm just saying, just follow, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what effect you'll have. What you do know is if you don't go, you'll never know. But I know. I don't know what I know, but I know, and soon I'll know exactly what I know. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time.